Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Bailey Lipschultz with Nora Melinda, and we're joined by Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Denitsa Sikova. What's top of mind? A lot of earnings, a lot going on, a lot of red on the screen.
Yeah, but we're starting with one company that is not going to report earnings for until November 19. Nvidia is actually, it fell as much as 4.5% today. If you look over the last 3 days, it's down about 9%, which is the worst stretch since April. So really one of the biggest sell-offs we're seeing, obviously, in the whole AI space, in tech. Like the big moves we're seeing today are indeed driven by some of the big winners behind the AI revolution. Of course, we had this story yesterday about Jensen Huang warning that China will beat the US in the artificial intelligence race. So perhaps this is weighing on sentiment. Of course, we have jobs data, we have macro. We have a lot of things combined as more and more people have been worried about valuation. And one clear loser in that space is currently Nvidia. The comments came after, obviously, people have been worried for a very long time. He said China is going to win the AI race. Remarks come after Trump administration maintained a ban on Nvidia chips, selling more their most advanced chips to China. We also saw a report about Michael Burry actually placing a short bet there, which he has warned about Selloff multiple times. Multiple times he has been wrong. But clearly, this week, the combination of factors are definitely weighing in. Of course, still a very strong year for Nvidia, but combining the warnings with the shaky foundation of the rally we have seen this year, we are seeing sentiment starting to weigh in on Nvidia and a lot of those AI winners. It's just a proxy of a sentiment, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at Nvidia, of course, always still in focus, but we're looking at shares of Nvidia up about 41% year to date. That's ticker NVDA. I wish I had a good segue from chip makers to the beauty space, but you're also watching shares of e.l.f. Beauty.
Yeah, I don't know how to connect it as well, but the loss there is much bigger. We can say that for sure. Shares of e.l.f. Beauty fell as much as 24% in pre-market trading. The last time we really talked so much about e.l.f. Beauty was when they signed that deal with Hailey Bieber. There was so much enthusiasm. The stock soared. It was kind of almost like a new era and a lot of optimism. Now we're seeing the opposite part of this. Company full year outlook for adjusted earnings per share, disappointed net sales as well, missed analyst estimates. They're positive about sales growth, but there were perhaps a really high bar and high expectation about Rode, which is Hailey Bieber's brand. So there is some disappointment there. The company had passed on giving investors outlook in the last quarter. This time they gave about 1.55 billion to 1.57 billion and earnings about $2.80 per share. We've seen some growth. This was mostly thanks to the growth in both retail and e-commerce channels. But that's it. It's having a really bad year despite a deal that brought so much optimism for this company, but we can see after the earnings, it's clearly falling apart pretty fast.
Really bad year, down 40% this year, but even today, the worst day since 2018. You're also looking at Robinhood, right? And of course, that was ticker ELF. Meant to mention that there.
Yeah, Robinhood had a wonderful year, and it still does. It's still up more than 200%. But today, we're seeing perhaps part of the market sentiment, a really bad day. It fell as much as 10%. The trading platform reported cryptocurrency revenue that came below estimates. Robinhood is so much more than what it was in 2021. They do closed-end funds, they do prediction markets, they do crypto, they do all of these things. And retail investors and beyond have been rewarding them, and their valuations have gone through the roof. Their stock price has been going through the roof. And really, anyone who invested in the company in the last 2 years have been rewarded very well. That said, net income rose 271%. This was better than what analysts expected. They also topped 53 cents average estimate of analysts. Adjusted operating expenses came higher than expected. And a big news is that their CFO is leaving. So perhaps that's also part of the sentiment. That said, they've been growing really fast, so the drop today maybe is not weighing on prices that much year to date.
A lot going on, though. Thank you so much, Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Denitsa Sikova.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.